It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And there was a pop.
Fields going to throw right away. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence throws right back to London, complete again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Devon Hamilton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Lawrence will throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Mayer, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Zay Flowers, 74 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This pass is caught by London. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The Seahawks have 8-8 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Again, it's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, does that make you miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again? So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and 3. Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And caught by London. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And Thomas has it. They call it no gain there on the first down play. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields throwing again. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Najee Harris. 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown catch in that first half. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by London. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence into the hands of London. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Lawrence will throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. The throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker. his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Henry again on second down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Lawrence. Sets up the screen to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Now Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. They'll come up now third and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On first and 10, here's Fields. This is caught by Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Fields in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player in the back of them.
And now off to the races down the right side. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Keanu Benton able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers that move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They begin with Henry, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Now it's Fields. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here's Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Fields now to throw. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They begin the drive with Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. A give left side to Robinson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one